Well, what better way to end our Good Guys segment on a day like today by not having our own, but instead asking the United States Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Robert Wilkie, to share his thoughts on this Memorial Day.
Well, Memorial Day means probably as much as any day in the calendar to me. I come from a military family. If you look over my shoulder, that's my great-grandfather preparing to go off to World War I. I lived as a child in a world where when a classmate was sometimes called to the principal's office, there was always a chance that that classmate was not going to a doctor's appointment, that there was bad news from Southeast Asia. I've seen the sacrifices made. I've seen the toll that those sacrifices made on people my age as a youngster. It is a prayer that Americans in the future never have to go through that. But it is also a day when we remember that the blessings that we've been given, and this is not a trite statement, were given to us not by protesters or professors or journalists. They were given to us by people who paid the last full measure of devotion, as Mr. Lincoln said. Since the first shots were fired at Lexington in April of 1775, over 1 million of them have given their lives. That is something that if we forget, then we may as well take the country, fold it up, and put it away, because we are unique. This system is unique, but it is unique because there are people willing to fight and die for it.
Well said. Well said. On a day like today when we need to reflect, couldn't have said better.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He just really put it into great perspective and understand what this day means, and to celebrate this every day.
I couldn't imagine, he's talking about kids going to the principal's office. I've always thought I was getting in trouble when you got to, but such a different perspective to realize that during the Vietnam War, that was probably because one of your parents passed away.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow, just to give you a preview, we got a great show. Senator Marsha Blackburn's here. Sarah Nelson of the Flight Attendants Association is going to join us to talk about how weekend travel went in the air. Our media panel is going to weigh in on the New York Times editorial that we just talked about. And is the Republican Party possibly thinking of moving its convention out of North Carolina? The president's been tweeting about it. Lot to weigh in on.
Well, that's our show. Greg Kelly Reports is up next.
Thanks for being part of our company, spending your Memorial Day with us. We really hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.